Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are gonna see the third episode of this, which is loading quality data into StrategyQuant. So this is the foundation of everything. I would say that 90% of broken strategies are due to bad data. Yeah. If you want to have a very good strategy, it has to be 100% correct data. I've seen many cases, especially when I started, that my strategies or some colleagues that I saw, they made bad strategies due to bad data, bad configuration. Today I'm gonna download EURUSD, how we do it. Fortunately, the latest version of StrategyQuant are very powerful in terms of configuration, because it saved us a lot of time to how to configure this data. I will show you what the settings that I use for my Darwin. Let's go to StrategyQuant. So in the module of data manager, we have all the symbols that we want. In this case, we want the EURUSD. You see, I search for EURUSD, I don't have it. So in this case, I'm gonna add a new Dukas copy data symbol. This is the provider for data. You click on EURUSD, that's the one that you want. In this case, I'm gonna use minute one data to make it faster, but I recommend you 100% to do it at tick data for at least for Dukas copy, right? So in that case, we choose the broker profile. This is very important, which one we use. In my case, I'm gonna use Darwin X, but you can choose FTMO, you can use Yoenda, Raw Forex, the Pfeiffer's. In my case, Darwin X. You confirm that, you save, and then here they will ask you from Darwin X which asset you want. So it proposed the more coherent asset. In this case is EURUSD. I save and it's added. And in this case, I select this and then I will click on update selected, and it will start downloading the data. So now I'm gonna skip this part. When we download all of this data, we can start building our projects using this data, right? In this case, you search by EURUSD. It doesn't come because we haven't finished the downloading, right? But after this, we will see it here in Builder. But here you can choose another kind of assets. For example, if you want to create strategies in future, you can select which one you want. The Nasdaq, for example, in futures. Here in MetaTrader 5. So let's see an asset that is already downloaded. As you see, I will click on this one of futures. If you see, this is an asset of the Chicago markets. You can see that the time zone is UTC plus 02, which is the time of Darwin X. You can select UTC 02, or also you can select the other one by default. If you see, is EST plus 07. It's exactly the same as UTC plus 02. It's exactly the same. So you need to be very careful because this time zone is very important. Luckily, now in the last versions of StrategyQuant, this is automatically. When you create the new symbol, you select this, and then here it will tell you from which company broker you want to use. So when you select, this time zone is automatically populated, and this is because here in the instruments, StrategyQuant made a wonderful job, because if you see EURUSD, you have the instrument for every company. So every company has their own time zone, and it will be populated here automatically. That's very good. If you are curious, you can see here how it's populated was the pip tick size, the pointing value, right? And it's different than other symbols. So you see this is configured by StrategyQuant. The spread is completed here. For determining the spread, you can do it from your broker Darwin X symbol. For checking the spreads and commissions, you can go to your broker web and find out where it is. So for Darwin X, if you go here, you can check in index. They will ask you to log in to see that. So you need to have a user. To Darwin X, we were seeing that we choose Nasdaq, in this case Nasdaq of CFDs. We want to see what's the spread. In this case, the spread for the Nasdaq is 0.9 pips, right? The commission, we see that this commission is $14 and $35 for long and for short. And they will ask you as well when is the triple swap. For the triple swap is on Friday, and the way to check that is in your MetaTrader 5. If you go to index, select the Nasdaq, you see when is the triple swap, which is in here, triple swap Fridays, right? And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna check if the Euro USD downloads perfectly. Yeah, you can see it's downloaded. You see the time zone is populated now. You can see all of this, right? And for Euro USD, it will be more of the same. You select Forex. You see here the spread in this case is 0.6. Euro USD, well, 0.2, 0.3. There's a lot of volatility now. And then you select what's the points per day. You can pick it up from here, 1.6 or -9. And for the triple swap, I think it's on Wednesday, but you can double check here. If you click on Forex, you can check on Euro USD. When is the triple swap? Is on Wednesday. Let's continue with that. At least download minimum 10 years of data. Here you can see the quality of the data in here. If you click on here, you can go to Tools, View and Analyze, Charts, Analyze and Data. You see that it's very good quality. This red is because there are some data missing, but this is a minor one. It's almost nothing. You always need to compare when you do the testing. You compare with the proper strategy tester of MetaTrader 5 to see if everything is okay. That's one of the checks that we do in our testing. If this is all wrong, if this is wrong or something is wrong, imagine that you set up wrongly your time zone, your backtest will be wrong 100%. So key takeaways: data quality is foundation. Do it in tick downloader for Duca's copy. Verify the digits that are correct. The next episode, I will show you how to create your first strategies with the builder. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like the content, and click on the link below if you want to have the PDFs to see what's the 6 tests that every strategy must pass. Thank you for listening to me. See you in the next episode.